Howdy! So today I'm going to show you how to change the plugs on a 2005 up to 2010 5.43 valve Ford F-150. And I'm going to show you what you need to do in order to take your plugs out. So first of all, I'm taking our coils, and there's a 7mm bolt that holds your coils on there. So if you get like a extension and a wobbly 7, it really makes it easy. And then you get so you can get your plugs all the way in the back too. So once you get your bolts loose, go ahead and pull your plugs out. I'll show you what to do after that. So after you get your coils out on one side of one bank, you want to go ahead and you want to take an air hose and put it down your spark plug holes and blow air out of it. So that way it shoots all the dust and everything else that's falling down there out. Because if you don't, then once you tighten down your new spark plugs, dust will go underneath the threads and it'll make the plug. So now that you got all your coils out, what we want to do is you want to take a 9/16 deep spark plug socket, or even just a deep 9/16 socket without any rubber in there, and then crack it loose. Once you crack it loose, you go ahead and spray some deep creep down in there, and the deep creep will actually soak in. When if you crack it, it'll work its way down the threads, and this should help you from breaking any plugs off, which because they have a really long tip on the end. So I'm going to do it to all my plugs and we'll see what happens. So to get out all your plugs, you may need a wobbly on top of this in order to get the right direction or to break our plug loose. So let's see if I can show you how to break this one loose on the camera. Yep, there we go. And just about that far, and we're going to spray some deep creep in all the holes and let it soak down to penetrate through the threads so you don't bust the little tits off in the end. Because if you break the tits off in the end, it's going to be a big mess. If I do any of that, I'll show you how to fix it. But so you want to take your deep creep and find you a good hole. See, and spray down in there. Just about that much. You don't want to do too much, but just enough so that it soaks down through the threads and breaks your tip loose. So basically what it comes down to, guys, the reason why these break off, because they go down in the head. This part is down in the head and the cylinder, basically. And you get all this carbon buildup from, you know, just driving your engine and just leftover stuff after your internal combustion engine does what it does. So this is not sprayed, and this is sprayed. So you can see where it kind of worked its way down through the threads. And got to this, loosened it up. So I was able to go 8 for 8 and didn't break any off. And so you can see that it helps. It penetrates down here and helps loosen everything up. So after you got everything soaking for, let's say, about a half hour or so, you want to go ahead and go after it and see if you can get them to come out. You want to be mindful of noises. Right now, these are going really smooth, but if it's going to be tight, you'll hear like it'll be really tight for you to pull on that plug like this, or you can't even move it barely. And you hear some squeaking. When you hear a squeak, that usually means you broke something, so just be careful. And we'll take this plug out. So most of the time, you want to watch out for the sound here. That sound is the bottom of your plug being seized in there. So you just kind of want to work it back and forth, or maybe you can spray some more stuff down in there. And go back the other way, and just spray some more stuff in there because that's probably going to break off. So after you get the old plugs out, you want to get your new plugs, put some high heat anti-seize, and it's nickel plated. Permatex makes this stuff, and you just want to put it on the bottom shaft there and on the threads. So next time you want to pull your plugs out, they're not going to be seized in there. When you tighten your plugs back in, you want to do fairly snug. You don't want to do too tight, so like maybe 20 foot-pounds. So just, and that's about it. So when you put your coils back in, you want to put some dielectric grease, like Permatex, this kind of stuff. So what it does is it helps this from getting corroded and causing you problems to have a misfire. So you just put that stuff on your coils and it helps you in the long run. So that's it, fixers. Appreciate you guys watching my video. So main thing that you want to take from this video is that when you do the plugs, you want to make sure that you soak them, just crack them loose a little bit, and then just put some kind of lubricant in there, like either WD-40 or even your like deep creep stuff. Deep creep works pretty well. So what it does, it just goes down past that big shaft that I showed you and soaks all that up, so it doesn't allow the carbon to harden up and make the sleeve break off inside the head. If you don't lubricate, you can have some big issues. But appreciate you guys watching my video. Any questions, comments, comment below. And just, you know, if you like what I'm doing, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Always come up with new stuff. And I really appreciate you guys watching, because the only reason I do it is because you guys are like watching my videos, and I like helping other people be their own mechanic. So thanks again.